We met in the chocolate love temple.
You meet everybody in there, don't
Usually
the place, the special place.
We get the roots in. Okay. So yeah, we met in the chocolate love temple, and so I'm delighted, and I had a golden machine, and it's very in keeping with the direction we're heading in for total expansion. So, you know, on the one hand we're dealing with getting over any ailments and staying well, incredibly well, but at the other end we want to marry up the left and the right brain and expand consciousness. So I'll explain my thinking on things like how the pineal works and in which ways it's becoming more and more deficient, which kind of leads to a natural, I suppose, for a lot of people, there's a natural inclination to go out and do drugs and things like that, because you know that does open up your right hand brain, the right brain. And so when I met Ladrin, I thought, oh, I've got this machine. It really does kind of like bring in a focus on the right side of the brain, and you kind of like get an experience of it. So it kind of raises consciousness in all sorts of ways. That's my feeling. And the beautiful thing was that I had a 5-minute session and I had the best night's sleep. It was memorable to this day. It was like a deep, relaxing sleep that night, and for a few nights it was like, right, okay, I need to do more of this and get Ladrin in so you can experience it. So as part of the weekend you all get a go on this, you know, there's no charge or anything, you all, you know, are welcome to have a go on it. You know, Ladrin will be your kind of therapist whilst you're having the session. So maybe you could introduce yourself and you want to see it, or
I'm fine standing.
yeah, okay. Tell us about the machine and anything else.
Hello everyone. Thanks for allowing me to come and speak today and do a session of Lucia. It's been around for a number of years now. There haven't been that many made. It was developed by some Austrians, two people, like a neurologist and another scientist. And one of the guys, I think his name was Engelberg, had a near-death experience when he was like 5 or 6 years old, and of course that was very much in his mind for a number of years, and he wanted to recreate that feeling that he had of going into the light, I guess what he saw or something happened. So they developed the machine, the Lucia, which is basically, it's a head, a lamp with a base, and you just sit under it with your closed eyelids, and it shines white light using white LEDs, 8 flashing LEDs, the centre like down onto a bulb. And what this does with your closed eyelids, it shines pulsating white light at your closed eyelids, stimulating the pineal gland, because we're quite light sensitive. We are like solar powered in some way because of the sun and light energy. And this helps sort of stimulate like melatonin levels, and it really deeply relaxes you. I guess after you've gone for a walk out in the sun, out in nature, and there's light, you feel a lot more recharged. And I guess in places where there's a lack of sunlight, such as like maybe Norway, etc., where they have not so much light, although this isn't the sun and UV, but it's recreating that similar like light. It rejuvenates you. And I know from my own experience, I was working very hard in the garden like last year. I was just doing like 12, 15 hours out there, just non-stop working. I was fasting at the same time, so I was just completely drained. My body was just like, you know, after 7 days of non-stop doing that, I was just like, okay, I need a rest. And I tried to rest, but when there's so much going on in your personal life where you've got to get on with it, you know, it distracts you, especially when you live and work in the same place. I was just like, I've got to get this done, but I'm so tired. And so I went into the shower and pretty much like collapsed on the floor, not passed out, but I was just like so physically drained. So I went under the light machine, and I was under there for like half an hour. I think I fell asleep for like 20 minutes. And I woke up and I just felt recharged, and I had another week of just getting on the garden again. So this, I know from experience, it might have just been a fluke or a placebo effect, but I doubt that, because this was giving me some sort of recharge, a boost. I guess using some alpha brainwave, which I was listening to some binaural beats too. So the light machine, it's had a number of people around the world using it. There's lots of people in Australia who have this machine, as well as Europe. It's not so much known in America, but mainly like parts of Europe and Australia. So how it works, it just stimulates the closed eye, with your eyes closed, it shines white light, and your mind would generate these patterns and colours and shapes of mandalas, and you think, this is crazy, how am I seeing all these like kaleidoscopes of like fractals and bursts of colour, and it's all coming from within you, your own mind. So I had about 20 students a while back where they all went under the light, did the exact same program, and every single person came back with completely different colours and experiences. And one person came back to me and said, "Oh, my friend said they saw purple, I wanted that one because I like purple," and all I got was orange and fashion green. And I was like, "Can you put me on the program that my friend had?" I was like, "Well, you were all on the same program. Okay, but this is generated by your own mind here. What you see is what you're going to reflect." And also you understand like the dream state too, like subconsciously what's going on within your own mind, you're filtering out all the time. So when you're under the light machine, which all of you have a go, most of you have a go today, is that if you're here for a reason, if you're here to learn about cleansing your body or alkalizing your body or decalcifying your body or whatever it is, like physically but also mentally goes along with this too, that use this opportunity today to go into the light and just allow yourself just to deeply relax, and just allow things to just come to the surface. It's like I don't know, it's like when you've got a big bowl of popcorn, okay, and you got all the big bits at the bottom and small bits are in there, you shake it, and obviously all the small bits go to the bottom and the larger bits come to the top. So I bring up popcorn and a health retreat, but it's only an analogy I can think of. But it's the same with the light machine, okay? Like some people have been under the light machine, not experiencing anything negative, they felt like it's brought some emotions up, okay? Because we're made up of a number of, 15 trillion cells. Our body is made up of our physical meat suit, and we're all vibrating at a different rate because of our certain brainwaves and our spirit, our energy, our consciousness, biophotons and electrons, neutrons, all these other things, the little particles which make us up. And it's all to do with mindfulness, our consciousness, our balance, our peace. And so, we're going to feel that in our body. And because it's light energy, we're all made up of a vibration, which is part of light. It's vibrating at a certain frequency. So this light machine is going to stimulate your whole psyche, your whole body, because everything's interrelated. Your mind, body and spirit is all one, it's all conjoined, it's all sewn and wired together. And a lot of it comes from the software, which is from your mind, from the creation of your spirit. So when you have this light machine which is pulsating, white light, which is really stimulating, you're going to really feel some shifts in consciousness within yourself, such as like emotions, maybe spiritual feelings, paranormal experiences. People have found that being under the light, they've experienced and felt presences around them. I'm not saying you're going to have ghosts coming through the light here, it's not a Ghostbuster machine, but it's basically making you more aware of what's around you. It's stimulating the meridians in your body, it's activating the chakra points, mainly because of the access point from the third eye, that's stimulating the pineal gland. So if anyone here is like epileptic or anything, I strongly, try not to have too much of a go. You're welcome, but I'm just very cautious. I'll put you on a very, very, very low.
That's me.
Okay. I'll put you on a very, very low.
I'm not, I've danced and it's okay.
Okay.
And I'm not, my epilepsy is not susceptible to flashing lights.
Okay.
My epilepsy is to do with my hormones.
Okay.
So I've never been like, oh, I can't take flashing lights or anything like that. That's never affected me.
Put you on a very small, low
Yeah.
sensitivity setting first, because I just want to make sure you're safe, and I don't want to put you straight
And that
away.
colour thing that you talk about, I've experienced that when I've been pregnant.
Okay.
Just before I've gone into labour.
Okay.
I've had like a psychedelic experience.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to make sure you looked after, and I don't want to put you
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to activate, so I'll put you on something very
Well,
low.
I'm actually going to still let you go. So I was going to thank you.
Well, I don't want to leave you out, it's just, I'll be very cautious.
I'm not frightened of it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
good.
if I was to have a fit, it's not like I would like be shouting at you or anything, 'cause nothing anyone can do anyway. I've had a lot of craniosacral treatment while I've been here as well, so I feel absolutely fantastic at the
Good,
moment.
brilliant. Yeah.
So.
So when you're under the light machine, I'll put you with some headphones on because it's nice to have like that light and sound basically. And I'll do like a little tester just for like a minute, just make sure you feel comfortable. That it's 15 minutes each. So when you go under the light machine, I'll be talking to you for the first minute, saying, "Are you comfortable? Is this level of intensity okay with you?"
And do speak up, because it was quite bright for me, and I said, "Look, turn it down." It was just just too intense. So do say it's too much or whatever. Do speak up.
Not want to leave me at all.
So I can turn the level of intensity down. This is your session, each and one of you. I want you to experience a demo of this, like have a go. And if you are scared at all, I want you to be honest with me that okay, I'm not feeling too happy or comfortable here. Turn the level of intensity down so it's not too bright. And I just want to make sure that you're comfortable. Don't you sit there going, okay, I'll have to take this now, and this is part of the session, and I'm not comfortable. It's like, no. Like, I'll make sure that you are completely comfortable and happy. So at any point you feel, I'm going to keep going over this in the next, when you all have a go individually, I won't bring this up again. So make sure you listen here, think on board what I'm saying. Is just, if you feel uncomfortable, just let me know. I'll just go over it shortly later when I give you all a go. But I just want to make sure you're each and every one of you is comfortable and you just feel safe and relaxed. And that's the idea of the session, is to relax. And some stuff might come up, but it doesn't always, okay? Like 90% of the time, people experience a really relaxed state. They come out thinking, wow, that was amazing, or can I have another go, or that was too short, because it's just, really beautiful. And if you go, I'm sure, do you all go home today? Yeah. So, you all deeply relax and you should have a good night's sleep. So that's it. I don't want to talk too much deeply about it to confuse you and offload too much. But basically, it's when you're under the lamp, make sure you're comfortable, have some headphones on, lovely music, talk to you for the first minute, and then you have 15 minutes of just pulsating light, which you'll see some colours and mandalas, and hopefully it'll help your part of the weekend here to make you feel more connected, in tune, and deeply relaxed. So
what is the difference in this light than the normal light? What is it? What frequency are we talking about?
I'm not sure about the frequencies because they're hard to measure, because they all have there's like hundreds of programs on there which generate different light impulses.
Well, what is this light? How does it differ than the normal light we have?
Like sunlight, you mean?
No, the artificial lights we create.
Okay.
How is that one different than this?
It's no different. It's just the fact of like these downlighters here. They have like a centre down bulb with 8 white LEDs, and they're like flashing at different impulses. So you might have two. It's like one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8 like in the centre, and the 2 outside ones might do this, and then the top ones might do that, or they might flash at the same time. They might go in a spiral. They just all have a different program.
Exactly the same light. It's just the way it is the pattern.
Yeah, it's the way it's like close to your face. It's directed at your closed eyelids. You never open your eyes during the session, and it's stimulating. It's pulsating white light, and it's no different than any light that you have in your home. It's just the fact that it's in a machine directed to shine pulsating white light at you, which stimulates the pineal gland and it relaxes you, and it's basically just there to have an experience, to recreate that, not say near-death experience where you're going to go into light and have that ODE. Some people do have some remote viewing experiences. You don't know what remote viewing is?
No.
It's like basically like travelling clairvoyance, so you can like travel in your mind to different places where you can access different areas. And like when I'm under it, sometimes I do some remote viewing work, and when I'm under the light, sometimes I see like corners and shapes, or like I see doorways or windows, or I'm in a different area or a different building where I'm like my mind's projected somewhere. Because it's stimulating. It's all light energy. You play with light energy, you're gonna evolve yourself. You're gonna grow spiritually and psychically. So, any other questions?
How would you choose the pattern? How do you know each individual being needs a particular pattern?
I guess by intuition, you can do it that way. There's so many programs that are the people that made the machine have just generated this software which have different pulsations of light, like different flashing, and they just they had a participant or client under the machine as they were making the software. It's just basically just tapping different buttons which generate different one of the different LED bulbs, and it's just being creative, I guess. So I'll put you all on the same program, because then you all have different experiences, and it'll be the exact same program basically. So it all depends on your psyche, on your mind, how your mind works, and if you're into angels and butterflies, you might see those, or if you're into like Lord of the Rings or whatever, you might have like a different sort of like pattern going on. Do you know what I mean? It just depends on your personality and your creativity. When you're sat under the light machine, you can play around with the shapes and colours with your mind. After a while, you can like tell it to change. You can tell it to change shape and colour, and it becomes quite creative. So, any other questions at all?
So how often do you do this? Do you go on it yourself?
Yeah, I go like weekly.
Okay.
My father goes like every day, pretty much. It's knowing what's comfortable for you. Some people might find it's too much. Like my mother, for example, she's very sensitive, so she has to have the light like 2 or 3 meters away from her. And some people have it really close. It just depends on the person. So I'm saying, when you're sat down in the chair and if it's too light or too bright for you, I can just turn that level of intensity down. So I just want to make sure you're comfortable, basically. So, all right.
So, anybody like to have a go?
Yes,
Raise your
please.
hand. Oh, good, everybody. Excellent. Who would like to? Let's get the order sorted out so we can just seamlessly go. I'll be doing a talk, but you can seamlessly go in and out. Like, is it 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Each? Yeah. Cool.
And I'll go last, I think.
You can go first if you want.
I can do if you
Yeah.
want
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So, remember what? Should we just go this way?
to.
Yeah. So,